Hi, my name is Jing Cao. This presentation is for EDU 3ELM AT2. Today, I'm going to discuss some effective teaching strategies for enhancing children's mathematical and literacy skills. Both of those skills are essential in shaping children into effective communicators. On one hand, we have mathematical learning, which focuses on helping children to get mathematical concepts. This understanding is then applied to solve real-world problems, making math relevant in their daily lives. On the other hand, literacy is to boost children's confidence in expressing themselves, whether using oral language or through symbols, and it serves as an important tool for children connecting with the world. The target age group for me to implement those teaching strategies are 3 to 5 years old children. This is based on early years learning framework practice-based resources, the developmental milestones, which is a resource to support educators to accurately judge kids' play and learning. However, based on the Vygotsky's social culture and Van Brenner's ecological system theory, it's important to remember that each kid's development can be affected by various factors, such as their families, culture, friends, community, and so on. So in this presentation, I use the developmental milestones as a guiding tool for me to understand the outcomes of the early years learning framework, which is EYLL, not use it as a checklist to assess children's development. The learning intention for my mathematical teaching strategies is to help children to develop their one-to-one principal skill, which is to teach children touch objects as they count, beginning to grasp the relationship between numbers and objects. This objective aligns with one of the cognitive skill indicators listed in the developmental milestones for 3 to 5 years old children. This learning intention can be reflected from the EYL outcomes, like when children use math words to guess what will happen in their daily tasks, or when they talk about quantities and sizes of things. It shows they are really starting to understand math concepts and measurement. Now, I will introduce 3 teaching strategies to practice one-to-one principal skill. The first one is singing number songs. As young children encounter the numbers in their environment, in songs, rhymes, and books, and adults can help young children to count by both encouraging them and showing how to count. So singing number songs will also point to objects to count can be a great way for educators to teach children how to correspond effectively. There are many number songs are recommended, like 5 Little Monkeys, 1 to Buck My Shoe, the Beehive, the Typing Song. Researchers use the videos to observe children during the process of learning the balancing elephant number song. They found that children showed skills like cardinalities and representation, which means they could count the numbers of the elephant in the song and even use their fingers to show those numbers. For the second strategy is natural scavenger hunt. The children will be tasked with collecting natural items like stones, leaves, flowers, and twigs from the outdoor play environment. After gathering, we will come together to sort and count those objects. This is proved by the Victorian government states that in the early stage, children often start by counting things that are a regular part of their lives. As they process, they will learn to count sets of objects, associating each item with a particular number. We can encourage children to physically touch each object as they count it. This tactile approach can make the learning process more interactive and memorable. During the process of interacting with the educator by asking, "How many do you collect?" will encourage children to understand that The final number tells the total items counted and matches numbers to objects one by one. And according to Australian curriculum, outdoor play helps children to understand how math is everywhere around them. It shows them why math is important and let them use their math skills in real-life outdoor situations. For my third teaching strategy is bringing in the fun factor with the board games that features with the rolling dice, either with dots or numbers on a dice. According to the Victorian government, turning math into an enjoyable and interactive experience through games will keep children interested and engaged. For example, when children roll the dice, they count the numbers of the dice or recognize the numbers shown, and then move their game piece accordingly. Over time and with repeated play, they become quicker at recognizing the numbers without having to count individual dots. This provides an enjoyable way to enhance their one-to-one principle and number recognition skills. According to the play-based learning curriculum, the board game engages children to have fun as well as learn important math concepts. Now, move to the literacy skills. The learning purpose for my literacy teaching strategies is to helping children use oral language to express their feelings. This aims to boost their confidence and equip them with the skills they need to handle social and emotional situations effectively. This aligns with the environmental milestones, which emphasize building children's independence and social skills to prepare them for school. This learning intention can be reflected from the EYF outcomes as empowering children to openly express their feelings and ideas, and helping them actively engage with the language and respond to their environment in various ways, which contributes to meaningful social interactions and consistent exploration. I will also introduce 3 strategies to achieve this goal. The first one is using reading books with children, encouraging them to express about feelings from the context. Reading book is a proven method for enhancing children's oral language skills. The Victoria government recommends that for maximum understanding of the books, it's important to set a clear learning intention and pick age-appropriate books that encourage conversation before, during, and after reading session. This approach aligns with the EYF outcome on that children watch and listen to different types of stories and react by talking about it or asking questions. By promoting children to discuss their feelings, emotions, and opinions about the characters and events in the book, we can help them better understand and express their own emotions. The second strategy is using dramatic play to help children expressing a range of emotions through oral languages. As children's social and emotional well-being is connected to the development of the communication skills, and the dramatic play provides many opportunities for children to communicate and interact with each other. Victoria government points out that during the dramatic play, children get a chance to negotiate different roles, like who will be the parents, children, or the doctors and patients, and often taking turns to embody those roles. The dramatic play provides many opportunities for children to use emotional vocabularies to identify feelings, such as a kind doctor making a dog happy, or a teacher becoming angry at the unattentive students. Dramatic play also introduces elements of tension, teaching children how to communicate conflicts or suspense through performance. The third strategy I plan to use is playing games to help children express their feelings. This method includes listening to some musical pieces. After that, I will encourage children to discuss their feelings from the music and to make predictions based on the emotions in the music. According to the Victorian government, music is an important part of learning education, offering lots of chances for children to develop language skills. The EYRF states that children listen and respond to music and express how it makes them feel. Listening and responding to music can help children to develop their active listening skill, which is an essential key to ongoing and lasting literacy learning. This presentation introduced 6 strategies aimed at enhancing children's mathematical and literacy skills. These strategies are aligned with the play-based learning curriculum and intentional teaching methods. The focus of those strategies is to encourage children to communicate effectively by understanding mathematical and literacy concepts. Thank you for listening.